What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I wanted to go over what a Sunday morning service, a day in the life of a musician, looks like. On Sundays, it's a little difficult for me because I gotta wake up early. I gotta help out with the family. I got kids. I got a wife. And then I have responsibilities in the church as well because, well, I'll explain everything later on in the video because I'm heading to the church today. I work full time, but today I got a nice little bit of a break. So I got the day off to get a few things done for that job, and I already did them. So I have the rest of the day for myself. So I'm taking advantage. Of the day to get this video done because I wanted to show you guys what a day like that looks like. So it's going to be a little unorthodox, but I just want to show you the process of what I go through, what I bring with me, how I set up all that stuff on a Sunday service at my local church. So what Sunday looks like to me. So let me show you what I take with me. Obviously I'm not dressed like this to go to a Sunday service. I get dressed, get my coffee, unless we're having a fasting, and then I don't bring anything, or an energy drink, one of the two. Get the caffeine, I get my gear, it's already staged. I try to stage it the night before, every time. Sometimes I can't, but most of the time I do. And then it's already there, so I just pick up my stuff and we're out the door. So here's a little bit of let me show you guys the stuff that I bring with me. All right, so first things first, obviously, hold on a second. Sorry, I was missing something. First thing I do is I grab my Bible. That's number one. Next, I grab my camera gear. So anybody that's interested, I am using, this is probably outdated to a lot of people, but I still use it and it works perfectly fine. It's the Canon M50 Mark II. Yeah, I mean, it looks great, records in 4K. I wish that the mic was USB-C so that I can use the mic that I'm using now on here. Right now I'm just recording off my iPhone, which is an iPhone 16 Pro Max. I'll go over the mic and stuff that I'm using later on. I just want to show you guys this stuff. And then I do have a wireless one for this camera, but I don't like the way it sounds. Maybe I'll try it again, see if I can fix it, but I just don't like the way it sounds. This one sounds a lot better. I got my batteries, and then over here I also use a GoPro Hero 10 Black for anything. I've vlogged complete videos with this. I can use it to do reels. I use it for whatever. I can do anything with that camera. It's awesome. Obviously it's a little outdated as well, but if it still works, work with what you got, right, people? That's my camera bag. I got accessories in there. And then the most important one, shout out to, the most important one is my bag that has some of my gear in it. So I need two hands to open this. Hold on. All right, so I also carried in my bag is my in-ear case. I got my X5 in there. I got my headphones and my in-ears in there, and I got the charger for the X5 wireless system in there, all in one nice little package. Some extra batteries just in case, because I'm paranoid. Gaff tape, and I always carry around a multi-tool just in case I need to fix something for some reason. I also have I also got a pocket knife in there. I got a pen to mark things if I use tape as a label. Phone charger, and then, you know, got pens and stuff in there. A couple little extra accessories I always carry. Pen, I got my wallet in there. Extra marker. Little things like that. And what do I got in here? Let's see. Oh, I just put this in here because I'm gonna go, when I get to the church, I'm also gonna clean a little bit. So I'm gonna clean up the keyboard. What's this? Oh, battery charger. This goes in here. Let me, hold on a second. Boop. There we go. What else? What else do I got? Might as well go through it, right? I went through the whole thing. So I got some USBs. Got some, what is this? Micro SD adapter. That doesn't go in there either. Forgive my, hey, I was looking for this. A lighter. I know I had it somewhere. This is important because you never know when you need a lighter. So yeah, that's my bag. And then this is this is for the church. They just needed an extra XLR cable that they ordered, and I have it for. I should have brought that yesterday to the church, but yeah, that's what I bring on Sunday morning. Sometimes I'll bring my iPad. Hold on a second. Sometimes I'll bring my iPad or my laptop with me if I'm feeling a little, you know, a little fancy and I want to put some extra sounds in there. I also bring my, which I haven't grabbed, but I'm going to go get right now, is my iRig with all the connections needed to record my in-ear mix, which you guys can check out in this video right here. So you guys can check that out there. I'm not gonna explain all that because I already did a video on it. You guys can go check that out. Yeah, so let's get going because I gotta go get the keys and then I'm gonna head over to the church and show you guys everything. All right, let's go. All right, guys, so I'm here now at the church, and on Sunday morning, the first thing I do when I get here is I turn on the Welcome TV. What is the Welcome TV? Speaking of that, I actually got to do some updates on this thing, but thanks for reminding me, guys. Appreciate it. I turn on the Welcome TV. Place it where it's supposed to be. That is not what people see when they come in. I turn on the Welcome TV. Welcome TV. Has a little bit of, but I don't usually put that on unless it's like a, we won't do it sometimes, but it's there. That's the Welcome TV, and it goes through slides, welcome to the church, all this stuff, announcements, blah, blah, blah. And then on Sunday morning, our church works things a little bit differently. So our church does Sunday Bible, it's a Bible school. Kids have their class, adults have their class, youth have their class. First thing, so 9 a.m., excuse me, not 9 a.m., 9:45 is when it starts. And then once that's done at 11, we start our Sunday morning service. So skipping that and going into the service, what I do is, I should probably grab my backpack, right? So, okay, it's a weekday, so don't mind the noise going around in the background on the outside of the building. What I do is grab my bag, I come to my estación, my station, the keyboard. So I come to my station, right? I get my keyboard set up, I take off the dust cover, turn everything on. Once I get the keyboard warmed up, I go and I start turning on the PA system. So let's go through that. So with the PA system, what I do is, I'll bring you guys along. So right now, you guys can see right here, this is what we're working with right now. Right there. That's what we got. Because we're waiting for the church to order the rack case for it. So it's gonna be a table that has, you know, rack slots for you to organize everything real nicely. You guys know what it is. And then it'll have a tabletop to put, you know, router and stuff that needs to be placed on top. Except for the mic stuff, that's gonna obviously be rack mounted. But like the router will probably go on top, the tablet, a couple other things. So I come over and I turn that on. After I turn that on, I come over, that has to be turned on first so we don't get any pops in the speakers. Then I come over, I turn on the PA system. After I turn on the PA system, oh, that's downstairs. Sorry, weird noises again. I turn on the PA system, then I come check the mics. They're usually in the case, but they're not right now. I get the mics, I check the mics, make sure the batteries are good to go. I'll do a rundown of the system that we actually use. I'm just showing you the process that we do while we're doing that. I do that. Once everything is up and running and hot, I grab the tablet, make sure everything's unmuted that needs to be unmuted and everything's muted that needs to be muted. And usually we're good to go. Do a couple tweaks on the sound, on the EQ if need be, because unfortunately we don't have the luxury of having the same people. You know, usually church, they have their worship team, and the worship team is the one, they have the EQ set to that person, the mic is set to that person. We don't have that luxury in our church, so we have to make sure that we do some tweaking while they're doing the call to the service, like, oh, we're about to start, blah, 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 because they usually have the MC, which is whoever's starting the service off, and then the other mic will have two mics, one for the pastor, one for the front. Anyways, do a little bit of EQ. Usually I try to keep the keyboard the same, so it's just ready to go. We just turn on and we're ready to go. Drums are always set. We keep those the same unless for some reason we have to change something, which we usually don't do. I try to keep a general mix, like a general type of EQ and mix in this church, especially now that they got this nice, cool, nice rug. There was a mean echo reverb in here, and as soon as they put that in, it's like not even 2 seconds and it's all gone, which is nice. I would like to maybe do some panels, but for now, this is awesome. This is good. Everything sounds great. So yeah, that's my process of what I do. Another thing I forgot to mention to you guys is that obviously I plug this in before I sit down and do everything. And then yeah, so I'll plug that in, get my ears in, and I'm squared away. Because I'll have the tablet right here. So a lot of people remove these, but I don't. They're very convenient. And I don't need any other table over there or anything, just to put an iPad or a phone or something. Just place it on the good old factory music stand. I put that there, I put the iPad there, I put my phone there because I like to have the sound and my in-ear mix separate. Sometimes I just do it on the one. It all depends on how I'm feeling on the day. So once I get that, I sit down. And I'm ready to go. Get my ears in, got my pack, got everything set up, cameras placed where they need to be placed, and that's it, and we just start going. All right, guys, so that was pretty much most of the process, but one thing I did forget, this is a given. first thing I'd like to do is prayer. Prayer is the number one thing that I have on my Sunday morning process, or any service, to be honest. First thing I do when I come to the church is pray. When you're about to, worship, whether it's sitting in the seats, worshiping the Lord, whether it's up front leading worship, singing, preaching, behind a keyboard, behind a drum set, behind a guitar, behind a soundboard, whatever it is, prayer is what gets you level-headed. Prayer is what gets you in the right mindset. Prayer is what clears your mind to be able to not only be ready to give to the Lord, but also to receive. You want your mind to be completely open to whatever it is that God wants you to do, or whatever it is God wants to give to you, talk to you on that day, whether it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the service, whether it's Sunday service, whether it's a special Friday service, Saturday. Whenever you have service at your church, make sure once you come in that you are ready mentally, ready spiritually. So that means you're worshiping the Lord, you're mentally getting ready on the way here. And I'm not going to act like it's like everybody has a chance to do that. It's easier said than done, because we live in a world where everything's fast-paced and we have things that we have to take care of, and sometimes we forget. We're human. I get that. And I'm not going to act like I don't have days where I don't. Sometimes I'm late, or sometimes, not everything always goes according to plan. If it was up to me in a perfect world, I'd be here super early. I'd be the first one here, getting everything done. But that's not always the case. We try our best to make it so it's the way we want it to be. But God always has his own plans. I could do a whole sermon about that, but never mind. Prayer is number one thing on that entire list above all else. So that's all I got for you guys. If you guys want to see like an actual Sunday vlog, a day in the life type of video in like while it's happening, let me know down in the comments. Tell me what you think. If you guys want to see that, I'll organize everything so that I keep playing with this mic. I'm sorry. I'll organize everything so that we can make it happen. I'll come early so I can make sure everything's all set and you guys can see exactly what it is that I do on an actual Sunday morning. But yeah, so what does your Sunday morning look like? Let me know down in the comments if it's similar, if it's completely different. I would like to know. Leave a comment down there. We'll have a discussion. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're happy to have you. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing. If you like the videos, just hit the subscribe button. It's free. Thank you to those who are already subscribed. And if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? It's free. Just hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos. You get alerted right away as soon as they get uploaded. It's free. And you get a bunch of resources for your small church, or maybe if you're a musician, didn't know about something. I got over 100 videos already on the channel. Channel is gonna be, I think it already might be 2 years old, but yeah, whatever. Anyways, got over 100 videos on the channel. I'm trying to make videos every week. It's hard, working full time, other responsibilities, which is another part of the Sunday process that people don't see, and I'm sure other musicians out there can attest to that. But anyways, I'm gonna get off the soapbox. Video's already done, so I'll let you guys be. If you like the video, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that great YouTube stuff. You guys know how it works. God bless you all. Stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.